Bread and Pastry Production, Quarter 4. Our topic is Preparing Fresh and Marzipan Petits. Petits Frais. Petits Frais or fresh. Petits Frais are characterized by items that are made and served on the same days because their composition leads to deterioration of quality the longer they sit. This group includes cream-filled items such as eclairs, tartlets, fruit, crèmeaux, ganache, and some petits déguises. Petits déguises are made from fresh, dried, or candied fruits that are coated in cooked sugar, fondant, chocolate, or any combination of the three. Fruits commonly dipped in sugar includes gooseberries, kumquats, cherries, grapes, and candied fruits such as pineapple or mango. The fruit is simply dipped into the cooked sugar solution and then transferred to a silicone mat or lightly oiled granite. Parisian macarons may be classified as petits frais when they are filled with fresh fruits and a mousse or similar light-textured cream. Petits frais may include spongy petits such as almond cakes, madeleines, and financiers. Fresh petits, also called petits frais or fresh, are moist, filled with pasty cream, and often topped with fresh fruits, miniature eclairs, and cream puff. This type of petits is created with mini pastries. The most common types of mini pastries are fruit tarts, eclairs, or cream puffs. Cream puffs and eclairs are filled with buttercream or pasty cream, while fruit tarts are made with custard and fresh fruits on top. Some fresh petits are made with marzipan and look like truffles. Fresh petits are not typically glazed, but some eclairs and cream puff have a chocolate glaze placed on top to finish them off. Principles in preparing fresh petits. Number 1. Bake and decorate a selection of small choux paste shapes in accordance with established standards and procedures. Number 2. Prepare and blend baked sweet paste in accordance with establishment standards and procedure. Number 3. Prepare and use fillings that require flavors and correct consistency. And number 4. Use garnishes, glazes, and finish in accordance with established standards and procedures. The Marzipan Petits. Marzipan Petits. Marzipan is a sweetened mixture of ground almonds, liquid glucose or egg whites, corn syrup or sugar syrup, and either icing sugar or castor sugar. It is also known as almond paste. Marzipan is very versatile paste. Petits based on a marzipan are attractive and popular for their color and appearance and their delicate, pleasing taste. Flavors and shape quality marzipan to produce mini-sized fruits in accordance with enterprise and client requirements. Coat marzipan fruits to preserve desired eating characteristics and soften with egg whites. Pipe into shapes and sealed or browned with applied heat, according to enterprise practice. Marzipans can be modeled into various fruits, vegetables, animals, and flower shapes. The most popular items are small marzipan fruits, served as petits candies. To store marzipan, wrap it in a plastic cling wrap and place it in an airtight container. Here is an example on how to make marzipans. The ingredients are almond meal, blanched icing sugar, brandy almond extract, sugar syrup, glucose warm. The procedure: sift the icing sugar and combine ingredients from group A into a bowl. Add the ingredients from Group B and gradually add the warm glucose. Knead until it forms like dough. Wrap tightly. Modeled marzipan. Marzipans can be modeled into various fruits, vegetables, animals, and flower shapes. The most popular items are small marzipan fruits served as petits fours or candies. To store marzipan, wrap it in a clean plastic wrap and place it in an airtight container. Here is an example of a modeled marzipan petit four. Marzipan, fruits, and flowers. To make small fruits, divide the paste into equal portions first. Carefully cut the rectangle into 4 rows of 8 to make 32 equal pieces with a knife. Begin by rolling each piece between the palms of your hands into a round ball and it is perfectly smooth and free of seams and cracks. Then start molding the balls with your fingers into the shapes of pears, apples, and other fruits. The best way to make a realistic looking fruits is to use real fruits as models. Intimate the shapes of the real fruits as closely as possible. You can add special effects using ordinary tools or special modeling tools. Let the fruits dry overnight before coloring. Flowers such as carnations and roses can be used to decorate cakes as well as display pieces. Prepare and flavor marzipan. Marzipan is a simple product. It can be flavored or it can be colored. The base and shape for marzipan. It can be rolled and cut. It can be shaped. Sizes need to be consistent and it should be with small portions. Prepared marzipan for glazing. It needs to be dried on the surface of the product and the surface needs to be smooth for glazing. Decorate marzipan petit fours. It is to enhance customer eye appeal. Marzipan can be decorated before baking or after baking. Decorate before and glaze after baking. Display marzipan petit fours. Always keep it simple, symmetrical in design. It can be put in a platter or plates. Here is an example of making marzipan rose. First, add the powdered sugar and almond paste in a food processor. After a few pulses, the marzipan comes together and can be colored and shaped to anything you desire. Then, divide the marzipan into however many colors you want to make. This one is divided into 3. Take a small amount of food coloring gel and place it along with marzipan into the food processor. Falls to distribute. This will give you an even texture, but starting in the processor makes a job a lot easier. Once the color is distributed evenly, take out the marzipan and knead it with your hands to work the color all the way through. Then take a small amount of marzipan, roll it into a bowl and flatten it with your palms and then your fingers, making a nice delicate edge. Dip your fingers in water and run wet fingers along the edge if you need help keeping it smooth or to free it from sticking. Make about 5 to 6 petals per rose. Then take a small amount of marzipan, roll it into a bowl and flatten it with your palms and then your fingers, making a nice delicate edge. Dip your fingers in water and run wet fingers along the edge if you need help keeping it smooth or to free it from sticking. Make about 5 to 6 petals per rose. Take one petal and roll it between your fingers to create the center bud. Then add petals around the bud, overlapping at times. Remember, nature isn't perfect and these don't need to be either. Don't worry about the chunky back. Focus on making a nice flower first. Once you are happy with the front, gently slice off the excess on the back. Then roll it enough to smooth it out, but keep the back flat so it can sit up straight in the box. A time to remember. This is Maylene Huliganga. Thank you for watching.